Hi, my name is Cheryl Wallowik and I'm the owner of MyHR Pro, a human resource consulting firm. Welcome to this video series teaching you about recruitment. Today I'm going to teach you how to hire your ideal employee. Did one of your employees quit at your organization's busiest time of the year? Are you desperate for a qualified employee but needed them yesterday? Is one of your staff members getting frustrated and stressed out because she's doing the work of two people? If you need to speed up your recruiting process and hire for a position in your company, keep watching this video and I'm going to give you 6 tips that will help you find that perfect employee fast. Hiring tip number 1 is to explore the first and most obvious place to find an employee to fill a vacant position, and that's of course to look in your own organization. The potential candidate may already be working for you. Let your staff know, and if they don't already know that you're hiring for a new position, make sure to tell them, because one of your current staff members may be interested and this person will already know the ins and outs of your business. Hiring internally can cut down the time it takes to find a candidate, but also the time it takes to train the individual for the position. Now, hiring tip number 2, when hiring externally, the first step is to write a good job description. You can watch my other video for tips on writing job descriptions, but basically your job description needs to be precise, to the point, and give the potential candidates the information they need to decide if they are qualified for the job and determine if they want to apply for the work in your organization. How many candidates hum and haw over their decision to apply for a job because they really don't know exactly what the position entails? Your perfect employee may have your job posting in their hand but choose not to apply because your description is too vague or too convoluted. Hiring tip number 3. The next step to recruiting externally is to post that job ad everywhere. When you are hiring, you need to get the word out. As a business owner looking for a new employee, the internet is definitely your best friend. You can post an advertisement immediately in multiple places on websites like Indeed.ca and Kijiji. LinkedIn is also a very commonly used site and is especially popular with professional recruiters. LinkedIn is a site where people post their previous experience and strengths and is a great source of information when you're trying to hire a new employee. Also consider newspapers, community newsletters, career placement services, and job boards. And get that job advertised everywhere a potential candidate may see it. Hiring tip number 4. When recruiting to fill a position quickly, it's important to be open-minded and flexible to consider alternative talent pools. What I mean by this is carefully consider who exactly your next hire may possibly be, especially when time is a big issue. Your perfect employee may be a single parent, a stay-at-home mom, a retiree, or maybe a disabled individual. Often these people don't apply for jobs because of the pressure of daily life, including their family and mobility issues. If you can be flexible with your staffing, you might find a perfectly qualified candidate who can start working for you tomorrow. For example, offer mummy shifts, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., and make it known that you hire people from all walks of life, not just university or technical school graduates. Also considering hiring a virtual employee. If the position permits, you can immediately expand your talent pool to a global level. I've had a personal success by tapping into these hidden talent pools, and some of my most loyal and dedicated employees are individuals who had previously not applied for certain jobs because they simply needed some flexibility in their day. Hiring tip number 5. Time is often wasted interviewing people who look good on paper but who ultimately lack important skills or who lack those certain social qualities that many positions require. You can avoid this by pre-screening your candidates in a telephone interview. You can eliminate ill-qualified candidates in a matter of minutes simply by asking some of the questions over the phone that are typically asked in an in-person interview. Pre-screening with a few quick phone conversations can potentially narrow down the candidates by 50%, further saving you valuable time during the interview process. And finally, hiring tip number 6. If the time and money it will take to seek out the ideal candidate for the job is more than it will be to hire a consultant, then consider taking advantage of an HR recruiting company such as MyHR Pro. This will allow you to have the task done for you. A recruiting firm like MyHR Pro has expertise and experience to help you find the right person for the job, and you can carry on your business and daily tasks knowing a consultant will find the right person for you. I've just given you a few hiring tips to help you quickly fill an open position in your company. When time is of the essence, use these tips. We all know life happens and sometimes employees have to move on at inconvenient times. But there are some steps you can take to help minimize, if not prevent, people from walking out of your organization at the wrong time. Stay tuned for my other video on employee retention. In that video, I'll give you tips on how to find amazing, dedicated, long-term employees who are loyal to you and your organization and who won't leave you stranded.